Alright guys, this is how the fabrication's going. That seat got a bit damp because it was sitting out in the garage for ages. But this is where we're up to. Let's just see if I can get some focus on that. I think that's better. There we go. So, you can see what my plans are. As you can see, my bends aren't identical, but I've got these bars, if I get in the right line, they're pretty much parallel. I'll be able to bolt me TV whatnot. I'm going to put a vertical brace in here to support the weight of me TV and whatnot. I've probably got more than enough pipe to make that vertical brace as well. We'll see how it goes. The problem's going to be cutting the right notch in it. If I used something else, I could just use a piece of flat bar on either side. Would probably be just as good and a lot easier to work. I'm thinking of now just taking this top 6 inches and bending it down this way, so that I'll have a platform on this level to strap my wheel to. Anyway, there we go. I shall see you guys later. I'm a fucking idiot. I was sanding with the angle grinder with a flap disc on, and I fucking went straight through my glove and took the top off my fucking knuckle. That's going to be sore for a few days. I'm going to have difficulty gripping a wheel once that's mastered, eh? Well, there we go. I was even wearing gloves. Work gloves as well, not shitty walking gloves, but, you know, woolly gloves. Actually wearing proper work gloves. Not yellow gloves, just fucking thin welding gloves. But still. Oops. While I'm at it, there we go. That's where I'm up to. I know it's wobbled over a little bit, but I just plonked it back together. I did those bends I was on about. That little piece of metal you can see under there, that was a guide. I actually welded it across both. Sorry, just sucking my cut knuckle. Yeah, I welded that little piece of metal in just as a guide for, you know, how far to push it into the bender. So the bender was, and what I did is I welded a rod across both of these and then just cut it off as short as possible, so it was just a little marker under there to make sure that I put these in equidistant, so that that ends up more or less level like that. I'll be able to put a board across here now for my steering wheel, and then I'll put something in this area here to hold a TV. Those brackets down there are what will hold my seat. That one there with the yellow writing on will hold the rear bolts of the seat. That one there will hold the front bolts. The square bar is just being ballast for now. That's not actually part of the thing. But anyway, as I've chopped my knuckle off, I think I'm going to stop for the day. Fucking idiot, eh? Just remembered I had my old steering wheel still. I've got an old set of pedals somewhere as well, and I can use them to mock up with. But so far, that's what we've got. What I've decided, that plank there I was going to put all the way across the back to mount the rear thingamybobs on. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off 2 pieces of it and put them over the corner. Because I want to use this main piece to bridge here for putting the wheel on. Having sat in it, the wheel feels a little high at the moment, but the seat is going higher than that, so that's not an issue. On top of that, the seat raises up. It's got its crank there to raise the seat up and slide and recline and all that stuff. So yeah, we will work on that. This is my old Logitech wheel. piece of shite that it is, but I was happy with it when I got it, and it served me well for quite a long while. I was just pissed off with Logitech. I know this isn't all sitting straight, but that's alright. I can make it straight before I actually... It's all just cobbled together at the moment. Nothing's permanently stuck. Those are just lightly tightened up. Nothing's welded in yet. Just gravity holding it together at the moment. But it's good that it roughly holds together with gravity. You know, it would be a pain in the ass if all this was falling over, because it can fall over. Like I say, none of it's stuck together. Those could just rotate in their slots and fall flat on the floor. So at least it seems to be holding itself together with weight on it. I'm quite pleased with that, and my bends ain't too bad. Well, I might be a metal fabricator yet. We'll see. Considering this is my first, you know, real project of metal fabrication. Done a little bit of this and a little bit of forging and a little bit of welding, but this is the first thing I've ever fabricated on my own. I've just helped other people in the past, and helping other people is involved handing them tools. Not really a great deal of hands-on work. I'm usually a broom operator. So, there we go. Ta-da-da-da. I think that's going to work nicely.